Hello friends, welcome back to Suzanne Elizabeth's Kitchen. As you know, every time I start a video, Coco starts barking. Today we're going to make one of my favorite soups, and that is Lacinato. I can't pronounce it. It's the dinosaur kale. It's so adorable, and I love the texture, I love the taste. I'm not a fan of regular kale, but this stuff makes me just happy, happy, joy, joy. Best of all, this soup is so easy. Let's see if I can show you. Okay, so here's my slow cooker. And in here I have some homemade chicken stock. And I'm just going to throw my kale in there. And I've just, as you can see, I just took a bunch of it. And this stuff is so inexpensive. It's 99 cents a bunch. I just give it a nice rough chop so I have like bite-sized pieces, and then just throw it in there, and you know, it's wonderful. Next are my little turkey meatballs. Now this is just ground turkey, a pound of ground turkey that I bought at the grocery store, and then you can see the white bit is just grated Asiago cheese. I flavored it with some herbe de Provence, and as you know, I'm a big fan of buying my spices in bulk. It's a great way to save money. And then here are some fresh breadcrumbs that I made, and that's just some bread that I had left over that I had baked, of course. And it was actually slices that were in the freezer, and I just threw them right into the food processor, and off we go. In fact, it was the roasted garlic bread that I'd made, and I put it in the freezer. Oh, and I had 2 shallots. Coco, you can't eat raw turkey. 1 egg, and just a little bit of milk. Okay, so as I said, that bread was just bread that I had left over from the roasted garlic bread that I made. A few slices, threw them in the food processor for a couple minutes, just until they got nice and, you know, crumbs, created crumbs. Okay, now you can make these as big or little as you want, and be very gentle when you're mixing up your turkey, because you don't want to mix it too hard, otherwise you're just going to end up with mush. Yeah, you're going to ruin the texture. So be very gentle. Just literally just stir it only as much as you need to combine your ingredients. And the purpose of the breadcrumbs is to give it texture, because ground turkey really has no texture. It gives it structure, and it gives it texture. And then the other note I want to tell you is that, you know, be a little heavy-handed in your seasoning. And the reason I say that is, again, because turkey, while it's a wonderful alternative to using beef, although I love beef, you know, it just doesn't, especially in the ground form, it just does not have much flavor. So that's why I've got things like the Asiago cheese. Asiago cheese, it's you know, it's got this wonderful, not bitterness, but kind of salty bite to it. It's wonderful, and it goes so nicely with the sharpness of that cheese will go very well with this dark kale that we've got going on here. And then this is going to cook, and you know, usually when you're doing something in the slow cooker, like for instance right now, I've also got some pork carnitas going in the kitchen, and just go to my YouTube channel, which is Suzanne Elizabeth's, to see that recipe. And I just completely lost my train of thought, what I'm doing. Oh, yes. So for the pork carnitas, I have those going low and slow. So they're in the slow cooker, my other little slow cooker, and they're going for, gonna go for 8 hours on low. But because I'm doing turkey, I really don't like the idea of cooking that on low. So I'm going to cook these on high, and they'll probably just have to go for, they might go for as little as 2 hours, maybe as much as 4. What you really just want to look for is to make sure that your turkey is fully cooked. That's it. And of course your kale, but really it's the turkey that is your concern. So everything is in there. Now, at the end, if you wanted to, you could add some pre-cooked rice. That would be nice. I have a friend who makes the same soup, and she likes to add in some tempered, by that meaning milk or cream, and you take that and add in a little bit of the hot stock from here to temper it. That means to warm up the milk before you just add it in so it doesn't curdle. And that gives it a lovely creamy taste and texture. Feel free to experiment. This is just a wonderful, wonderful soup. Today here in the Rocky Mountains of Colorado, I love saying that, we're having, I think, our first hint of fall. It's about 50 degrees and it's cool. I was looking at the aspen to see if they were turning colors yet. They're not. But it makes me want to make soup, and so that's what I'm doing, and I encourage you to do that too, because slow cooker soups are wonderful. And I'm modeling one of my latest aprons. I just made this yesterday. So there you go. A fashion show, soup, and I don't know. What else could you ask for? So thank you for stopping by, and I will see you again very soon at Suzanne Elizabeth's Kitchen. God bless.